Insight 36, about thought control. Any thought might be used to attract the mind and grab its attention. Then the mind can be manipulated toward a desired result. Just as a greedy man who grabs much money thinks he has outsmarted all others, yet he is enslaved by his own greed. In the same way, a manipulator of minds might believe that he has outsmarted others by manipulating others for his own gain. However, he too is trapped by his own scheming, because he is captured by the idea of manipulating others and seeking profit, power, pleasure, control, etc. So, this is about thought control. Any thought might be used to attract the mind and grab its attention. So, in order to control the mind, again, I'm mentioning these things for you to be aware, not to control others, but and how to get away from being controlled by others. So, any thought, how does it work? They present a thought that is attention grabbing. Whatever activity that you were doing at that moment, you've forgotten about it because you're focused on this particular attention grabbing info, whatever it is. It could be a video, sound, whatever. Suddenly you stop and you're focused on this. Your attention has been grabbed, your mind has been grabbed, you've stopped all activity, you're physically not doing anything because you're focused on this. Now from there, they can tug and pull and whatever, add whatever else they want. Now one might say, oh well, momentary grab of one's attention is not significant. Well, that's just the beginning. Now, I'm going to give you an example of how even that is dangerous. Let's say there are two people who are, one is bullying the other. One is bullying and is about to start punching the guy, let's say. Suddenly this guy manipulates the mind of the other by saying something odd. The guy says, what? And that's enough pause for the man to be puzzled, and he starts punching him first and gets in the beginning shots. So changing the outcome of the situation by that means. Example, I use the word Anna's and Bill. Anna and Bill. Meaning A and B. Two persons interacting with each other. Okay? Okay. Now before I go into it, now notice that about control. Who's the controller and who's the receiver? Receiver, who's the controlling person? Who's the controlled? Who is the driver? Who is the passenger? So, in the case of, let's say there is a pole. Pretend this is a pole, and you can be chained to the pole, and this will stop you from going anywhere, or you can hold on to the pole, and your desire to hold on to the pole will stop you from going any place. Now, another example. Let's say somebody grabs onto your hand. Now you're under his control, right? Except that if this person insists on holding your hand, you move your hand, his hand moves as well. So it doesn't matter who's holding who, it matters who is controlling. Who is the one who has more power to pull and push? That one is the driver. So, in the case of thought control, if Bill is too focused on Anna's statements, meaning Bill's focus grabs onto Anna's reality projections, Bill might lose his objectivity in life, and therefore he can be manipulated by Anna. Anna changes or slightly alters her projections of her reality, and Bill, as perplexed as he might be, has to try to follow along to try and understand Anna, because Bill is not letting go of Anna's reality projections. Why is Bill not letting go of Anna's projections? Because his mind is grabbed by the attention. Attention is grabbed because Anna is using an attention-grabbing technique. So his mind is hooked. You see? Therefore, if a person continues to project their reality by talk or any other means without giving you the ability to think, then they could be manipulating you. So we see this often when two people are talking, one talks jabber, 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 jabber. They're manipulating the situation. It's possible that they're manipulating the situation, controlling the situation, setting the scene, setting the situation, setting the agenda. This is what matters. Blah, 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 blah. This person becomes a nobody, a nothing, a simple follower along. That's one scenario. Of course, it's possible that somebody, actually a lot of people, are undisciplined, or they don't care, they just want to continue talking. And so they may not necessarily mean to manipulate. It's just they're just undisciplined and they just jabber, jabber, jabber. Okay, no problem. So don't go thinking that just because somebody's talking a lot, they mean to manipulate. No, it's just some people are undisciplined or they want to talk a lot. Some people find enjoyment in talking a lot. I remember seeing a lady watching a program that glorified this constant talking and taking over situation. And let me tell you, when somebody's taking over a situation and they're talking jibber jabber, and if it's in a relationship, this is not a relationship. Because in relationships, you relate. You don't dictate. That's a dictatorship.